They came back and we got bombarded with a whole lot of information. You know, she needs to go on a trial. We need to start treatment straight away. You know, her bone marrow is full of leukemia cells, and so you know, within hours of being there, you know, had to cradle her while they pumped chemotherapy through a spine, a needle into a spine, and you know, that was tough. It was tough to deal with. Your child's looking at you, sort of saying, why are you letting these strange people do this to me? They're hurting me, and that was tough to go through. I remember one of the toughest times was, I don't know the date, 17th of December, because it's my older boy's birthday. There was always one of us at the hospital 24/7, either myself or my wife. Brooke was never alone, and she spent most of her time in hospital. The boys had gone through a lot themselves while their little sister was going through treatment, because their world had been turned upside down. What they knew was normal had completely changed. We'd taken the boys out with their friends for a day of fun, and I remember on the way back we got a phone call from my wife's mum, and she couldn't speak. We knew the call came from, and then a nurse came on and said, "Look, you need to rush back. Brooke's stopped breathing." And that was the first time. We didn't know at the time, but her lungs had filled up with fluid, and her heart was having a few troubles. And I remember going in there, and she was blue, and I thought I'd lost her. But the wonderful team out of the ICU unit got her breathing again. There was this one time when she was allowed home, and my youngest son came up to me, and he's really excited, and you know, isn't this great, isn't this great? And I thought it was just great that his sister was home, you know, but it was more than that. You know, he said to me, you know, it's great because we're all sleeping under the one roof, and we haven't done that for a long, long time. And sort of that hit home, you know, the impact this is having on the family. I take for granted now, you know, we're all back together and we're all under the one roof, but as you're going through that journey, that isn't always the case, and so that does have a big impact on your kids. We were really lucky, but, you know, I did see the impact through other relationships in the hospital. I've got an amazing wife who's incredibly resilient, and was able to cope. She was the rock of the family, really. You know, I went toward her, truth be told, but she kept it all together through Brooke's treatment and then mine. It doesn't always go this way, but we were lucky. I think it brought us closer together. It made us a lot stronger as a family, and you know, we take nothing for granted now. We appreciate everything we have.